This year, BYD has sold 3,260,000 vehicles worldwide. That's an increase globally of 19%. However, plug-in hybrid sales are falling drastically. And as a result, in September, BYD posted its first global sales decline in a very, very long time, as sales fell significantly in China. And this had a big impact on the company's global figures. If you break it down, BYD this year has sold 1.6 million electric cars, growth of 37% versus last year. But for the entire year, BYD has sold 1.6 million and 12,000 plug-in hybrids, growth of only 2.9%. But over the past few months, something interesting has been happening. BYD's plug-in hybrid sales have fallen month after month after month, while its electric car sales have continued to grow. In addition to that, BYD's global sales they're up a staggering 134% this year, but its Chinese sales are dropping. BYD's sales worldwide have just come in for September, and they've fallen by 5.5%. Worldwide sales have. This is not what anyone expected to happen. And I think a lot of people are shocked by this. I'm going to guess this will have some of an effect on BYD's stock price. They've revised their global deliveries downwards worldwide for the entire year as a result. And the reason, interestingly, it's not their sales outside of China. Sales outside of China have grown enormously. It's sales inside China. And it's one particular powertrain consumers are moving away from. I've said this for months now. I don't know why people are sort of not noticing. Really interesting stuff here. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Sam Evans, you're watching the Electric Viking. BYD saw a rare year-on-year decline in car sales worldwide. Why? Plug-in hybrid sales continue falling month after month now. We've seen this happen now for 4 straight months. The company sold 396,300 vehicles in September, down by 5.5% year on year. So, interesting sales figures here, dragged down not by its EV sales, only by its plug-in hybrid sales. Now, looking at this chart here from CNF Post, you can see that the trajectory it's not what we expected it to be. I don't think at all. Here's the sales worldwide for BYD. 71,300 sales in September worldwide outside of China. That means BYD sales outside of China increased by 116%. I mean, that's great news, right? Particularly Europe. They're smashing it in Europe. But seeing your sales increase by 116% worldwide would be cause for celebration if it wasn't for the fact that BYD sales in China are falling, well, pretty quickly. Now, following 2 consecutive months of about basically no growth at all, we've seen sales fall for BYD for the first time in a very, very long time. But it was not their EV sales. BYD's EV sales actually did increase. In fact, they increased by 24.3%. 24.3% increase in EV sales for BYD. Just reiterating that customers want EVs. Chinese automakers, I believe, are getting a little confused. All of them are bringing out EREVs and they're focusing on EREVs. But the sales are proving that that's not really the right strategy right now because, let's be real, right? EV sales compared to plug-in hybrid sales or compared to plug-in hybrid and EREV sales, EVs outsell them 2 to 1 for a reason. You don't need, people in China especially, who don't tow anything ever, you don't need a plug-in hybrid or an EREV. But that said, to be fair, some of the new EREVs coming out have got amazing specs as well. So that's what BYD has to compete with. They've got to compete with companies bringing out 500 kilowatt charging, 200, 300, even 400 kilometers of EV-only range in their new EREVs. The plug-in hybrid sales from BYD were 188,000. So as you can see here, BYD's EV sales outsold their plug-in hybrid sales for the first time in quite a while. 205,000 EVs were sold, but only 188,000 plug-in hybrids were sold, meaning plug-in hybrid sales fell by nearly 26% versus the same month of last year. This is the sixth consecutive month of year-on-year decline for plug-in hybrid sales. 6 months in a row, plug-in hybrid sales have decreased versus plug-in hybrid sales for BYD last year. I think you've got to really take something serious away from this if you're looking at the market. All these legacy automakers, what are they saying? And even a lot of Chinese automakers are saying, oh, customers are moving away from EVs. We're going to make hybrids and EREVs, and that's what we'll do to be able to stay alive and increase our sales. I think it's clear that that's actually the wrong strategy. However, interestingly, while BYD's automotive industry sales went down, they are the second largest battery maker in the world, not just in China. And their battery installations increased. In fact, they actually installed a total of 23.2 gigawatt hours of batteries, which was a 17.2% increase over last year. And a slight increase, a tiny percent increase from August. So this is the part of BYD's company that's growing right now, which is amazing considering the Blade battery is it's really a generation behind some of its rivals, which have higher energy density and much faster charging speeds. But a big part of why BYD's Blade batteries or battery sales continue to grow is their energy storage products. Demand for those is going ballistic. In the third quarter of this year, CNEV Post reports that BYD's vehicle sales totaled 1,114,000, which was a year-on-year decline of 2% and a quarter-on-quarter decrease of 2.7%. BYD's commercial vehicle sales, though, continued their strong position. Not every month is amazing for commercial sales. It's a bit of a kind of an up and down market. But as you can see here from this chart, BYD's commercial vehicle sales have grown significantly, about double what they were for this 3-month period of last year. Here's the thing though, right? BYD's sales are down by 2%, but its electric car sales for the last 3 months were 582,000, rising 31.4% year on year. 31.4%, but declining 4% from the second quarter. But anyway, regardless, you can see very clearly BYD's electric cars continue to grow their sales numbers. And this is in spite of the fact that the US has blocked EVs, Canada has blocked EVs from China, and Europe has not blocked them, but it's made them very difficult to sell because BYD is paying a 28% tariff. There's an 18% tariff plus a 10% import rate. So a total of 28% tariff on their electric cars sold in Europe. But they don't pay any of that. Well, they do pay some of that. They pay 10% tariff on their plug-in hybrids in Europe. Imagine if it was the other way around. I mean, imagine if Europe had done the sensible thing and put a tariff on plug-in hybrids and not put a tariff on EVs. Then these numbers would be even better for EVs. So these numbers are quite shocking, aren't they? To see EVs clearly growing very, very fast for BYD, 25% year on year, 26%. Plug-in hybrid sales down 26%. And plug-in hybrids are the ones that don't have the tariff. Yeah. And this is relevant. I mean, I realize BYD's European sales are not the lion's share of their sales, but still, EV sales would have increased by even more if they hadn't been banned from those countries and also, given these huge tariffs in Europe. Clearly, the trend here worldwide is not plug-in hybrids, it's not even EREVs, it's electric. Guys, what are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount.